Now, ladies and gentlemen, since the dawn of time in CSGO's initial release all the way back in 2012, and of course the introduction of skins in 2013 with the Arms Deal 2 update, people then, now in 2022, and in between that time period, have called CSGO a dead game because they're not playing it, or something else has come to try and take its place. This recent tweet from TDM Jesus pretty much sums up how I feel and a lot of other people feel as well about Counter-Strike as a whole and it possibly dying in the future. 2016, Overwatch killed CSGO. 2017, PUBG did. 2018, Fortnite took over the entire gaming space. Didn't kill CSGO though. And in 2020 until now and possibly going forward into the future, Valorant for most people is CSGO's biggest competition and its biggest threat at this point. But with everything going on in the world, with conflict, with either words or bullets, people have a pretty valid reason to ask the question, is CSGO going to die? If so, what is going to happen to skins, and so on. TDM Jesus has recently made a video about CSGO possibly dying with everything going on in the world with some recent threats, and how CSGO could possibly kill its own game. And with that, people want to hear my take on the entire situation. And with that being said, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skins Monkey.
Now today's video sponsor is of course Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly, trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a karambit for an example that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
CSGO just seems to be the game that does not die. A lot of people like to say whenever a game is not being played by themselves, or it's not fun to them at that point, it's considered to be a dead game, but it's just dead to them. So far, we've fought inflation, skinflation, cheaters, broken updates, even a game like Valorant, which has a better anti-cheat, better matchmaking system, and more dev support, and yet we've still come out on top, at least very close anyway. So Jesus' recent video was very interesting. I watched the entire thing. I suggest you go check it out, but I would say a lot of people from that coming to my videos, Reddit and Twitter, are very concerned for CSGO's future. Not just off of this video, I would say this is more of a wake-up call of the reality of something that can happen. All good things have to come to an end at some point. His video title was CSGO Skins Will Die, Here's Why, TDM Jesus. And there's 4 main reasons why he thinks the game is going to die, and they're all very valid, and I want to discuss and then give my personal take. So his first point talks about the deletion of skins and how Valve would possibly make an update how skins would be deleted, which this is why for me personally, I think Source 2 has been delayed for as long as it has. I think if items weren't as expensive as they are today, such as like Titan Hollows, Katowice stickers selling for tens of thousands of dollars, Souvenir Dragon Lores for over 100,000, Valve would have probably already made Source 2 and most likely maybe 2 other games additional to that for the Counter-Strike series. But I think skins have really held them back. So I think with them introducing Source 2 in the next couple of years, if it is a new game or if it's not, because no one will really know until it's initially released, they could somehow really mess up how skins look in game. Will some lower tier skins look better than higher tier ones? Vice versa. Will the inspect feature be broken on certain weapons? That could cause skins to go down. Sure, that might just be limited to a very small point in time, because eventually they'll fix it, but it's still possible. People get mad if there's a small update in CS where chickens are added to a map, so I couldn't imagine if skins somehow got deleted, how the community would react. I think at that point, the game would pretty much die. People obviously play Counter-Strike for the game itself, but skins are now a part of that. Every update in the game is correlated with skins. I also think it's a big reason why we don't receive so many updates, but also why they don't announce they're releasing some sort of update. If Valve were to announce every single case that was going to come out the entirety of 2023, for an example, people would base investments and base the market off of when those things are going to come out. The same thing goes with an operation. People would sell high, buy low, but everyone would be doing that, so the entire market would just be messed up. I've had my opinion in the past where if they had another big trade hold, for an example, because of a gambling scandal, or things are becoming too complicated, Valve is getting lawsuits, for an example, they'll be forced to change up trading or add another 7-day trade hold, maybe make it longer, make you only use the Steam market for certain items. That would cause a lot of people to probably leave Counter-Strike. The second thing he said also made a lot of sense, where countries are banning skins and banning opening cases because it's some sort of online gambling. Really, ever since 2015, I'd say the biggest problem with this was Call of Duty and something like Overwatch 1, where you had these loot boxes where you could get skins in Overwatch, and Call of Duty you could get guns out of that was pretty much pay to win. Every mobile game pretty much does this nowadays, but a lot of countries absolutely hate that, and it's not consumer friendly. Some countries deem it as illegal. So with so many countries banning things like this, especially in Europe, for an example, who have a large population in CS, that would affect case prices, affect skins in the market and how many there are. Because if those countries don't open cases, that's the main way we obtain skins and stickers and really any tradable item. That would cause a lot of people probably to leave, but I feel like there'd be some workarounds that. I think if most countries started banning this, especially opening cases and deeming it as illegal, they would have to come up with some sort of new system, but that's how we're introduced to new things. That'd be very interesting to see how things go. That so far seems very likely. And also China, if they change up something where they don't open cases or they just straight up banned CSGO, that would be pretty crazy as well, because China has also a very large population. Now, third and second last up here is war. Currently, everything going on in the world, like I said at the beginning, it's bullets or words being used in some sort of conflict. And to keep this one short, essentially, if there is a big war or a world war, I don't think you're going to be too much worried about your skin prices rather than you just fighting to survive. And well, if there's a nuclear war, we're probably all going to die anyway. Very depressing, but I think that's the truth there. And lastly, which wasn't a point in Jesus's video, but I think this is the most likely in my personal opinion, is that CSGO as a game and as a whole itself and Valve as the developers of Counter-Strike are going to kill the game. I think by releasing a brand new game called Counter-Strike or introducing Source 2 and making this just the main game could be a deal breaker for the future of the game, which is a huge source of Valve's income. If they change the movement a tiny bit or change something on a weapon or inspect features that people don't enjoy or like, that could be a big deal breaker. You can't really go back from that. If Source 2 were to come out and mess up all these things, they can't just take 2 steps back, because the people who like it are going to want that back, and then it's going to create a whole civil war inside of the Counter-Strike community. I think another trade hold for really any tradable item in the game is very likely as well. I think with another lawsuit or another huge gambling scandal like CSGO Wild or CSGO Lotto coming out, gambling has been a problem since skins were born, from CSGO Lounge until CSGO Wild and CSGO Lotto, CSGO Shuffle, CSGO Diamonds, with all the controversies, scams, and scandals. If that were to happen again, Valve is going to be forced, I think, to step in, not just from lawsuits, but from the public itself. If we start getting media attention from big outlets, people from other games coming to our community saying you need to do something about this is really bad, they're going to be forced to do something. I think another 7-day trade hold would be very valid. That's going to make trading even harder than it is right now. But I still don't think that would kill the game. I think it would just make people not maybe trade as many skins. Maybe use the Steam market a little more. I'm not sure. With how I think Counter-Strike is going to kill itself is by countries banning loot boxes. Jesus touched on this in his video as well, but I very much agree. If you have all these countries banning different ways to unbox cases and there's no way to do so, how are they going to do that? How are we going to acquire new skins in the future? Is it going to be some sort of battle pass system? Is it going to be similar to Valorant where you can just buy a certain pack, or there's an item shop every single week? Because that would just ruin the CSGO economy. CSGO investing in skin prices would pretty much go to zero. Valve would also be forced to maybe make new skins every single week or every single month, and that would cause skinflation. There'd be too many skins in the market for how many players are actually playing the game. There's also a possibility that Valve makes a future marketplace for themselves. All the marketplaces that are out right now, such as Buff, the biggest one in the world, that is a Chinese website, if they make their own version where everyone uses it, that would also make a lot of sense. All good things have to come to an end eventually, but there's still a lot of time to grow and make Counter-Strike better as a whole. Now let me know what you guys think. This is pretty much all speculation, also reacting to TDM Jesus's recent video, giving my thoughts on the situation, how CSGO would die. I think all of his points and the points I made are very valid. I still think the game's going strong. I still think we got many years to come, and I think Valve is a pretty wise company not to release anything stupid. No, not to say they haven't in the past, but I think they know the community pretty well. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below as well as your thoughts. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.